In Texas, there was a sixth grader who went to school. She went to school early so that she could have the school breakfast, and she was on the reduced school lunch and breakfast program. And they have accounts now that parents pay onto, and they put in the little number at the lunch line. And there was on this fateful day, there was no money left on her account at the head of the lunch line, and so they called her mother, and her mother said, well, I'm on my way, but they said that they refused to give her the lunch before she got there, and that they weren't willing to wait, so they just threw the breakfast in the trash in front of her friends and let her go without food because she was short 30 cents. That's how much the reduced breakfasts cost. She didn't have 30 cents on her account, so they threw her breakfast in the trash.
That's a waste.
Mm.
Oh, Texas, right? Texas.
Yes, Texas.
Not all bad people. Okay, not all people in Texas are bad, obviously.
No, of course not.
Like, they just wasted more food than instead of just waiting, or let her have the lunch and then let the mom come in and pay for it later.
There were so many ways to deal with this situation that weren't callous and unfeeling and just nasty and heartless. She went embarrassed.
That was an asshole move.
Yeah, she went embarrassed. She went hungry. It was just, it's devastating to a child to go through that. Over 30 cents.
I would have given her 30 cents.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I mean, if you're any kind of a decent person, if you're that lunch lady at the register, you get a quarter and a freaking nickel out of your pocket and you pay the child's balance. Cause I mean, and they're, they say, well, we sent a written letter telling the mother that her balance was running low. Well, okay. People get busy. People forget things. Are you going to punish the child for that? Over 30 cents, really? And you're going to throw...
Or here's another thought. Maybe she didn't get paid yet.
Right? Yeah, I mean, this is another example,
some people get week to week. It's not like this family was rich or anything like that. They're on the reduced price lunch program for fuck's sake, dude. Come on.
Yeah, I'm sure she wasn't doing it to be,
no,
a pain in the
ass. Not doing it to be like a moocher or anything like that. Maybe she forgot to put some money on the account. So you put it. Here's what you do. You write it down. Hey, this person owes this much, and you send the bill. But you don't just toss the lunch in front of her.
It's disgusting. I mean, and what a waste. You're throwing away. I mean, as one person said, I think the mother said in the story, she was like, well, they wasted just as much food as if they just let her eat the food. They just threw it away. They couldn't even just give it to the next person in line and let her wait until her mom got there. They had to throw it away in the trash. It's so. And the lunch lady's attitude is like, well, it's our policy. That's our policy, not to let them have it. Not to let them have it. It's our policy. People
okay,
can't...
so instead of blaming the lunch lady, maybe we should blame the people that came up with the policy. Because I don't know the lunch lady, and I think maybe it's unfair if I throw her under the bus, right? For this, maybe she's just following orders. Okay, that's understandable. Okay, so she's following the policy. Maybe she'd lose her job if she didn't follow the policy. Fine. You don't blame the lunch lady. You blame the policy.
That's possible.
It's a bad policy.
Yeah, but it is a bad policy. I still would have pulled out the 30 cents, myself and given it to her anyway. But I mean, yeah, go ahead and definitely the policy is for sure terrible policy. And it doesn't have to be that way, because I know at my child's school, I pack her lunch, but those that do the account, if it goes over, it just goes into the negative. So you have to pay it off at some point, but they're not going to deny the child lunch or breakfast because they don't have anything on the account.
You can look at the circumstance and say, oh look, she didn't have any money. She was missing 30 cents on her account. Maybe we can cover it, send the mom a bill. The mom is on her way, so let's give her the lunch. And then the mom will come and pay the balance later. We don't have to embarrass this girl just by doing that.
Yeah, one person
what kind of bullshit is that?
And one person who wrote the articles, I think made a really good point, because one of the points they were making is that it seems like you get in this mentality in this culture where people care more about just not even thinking, just going with the policy, going with the procedure. They've been sort of brainwashed into don't think for yourself, don't make decisions that would benefit another human being, just follow the rules, follow the policy.
Well, you see what happens in a lot of circumstances where you don't follow the rules. Now you get fired for pretty much anything.
That's true.
And
there was a story
really
not far back that pops into my head immediately of that lifeguard that saved someone's life in the wrong spot on the beach and got fired because he was in the wrong spot.
Or the story we did of that guy, that Walmart worker in Michigan that saved a woman from an assault, and then he gets fired for that. So you get fired for doing the right thing, but you keep your job if you do the wrong thing just because of a policy.
Yes.
There's something fucked up about that.
Yes, our priorities are completely screwed up. When that's the case, and we're rewarding the wrong behavior for the wrong reasons.
And since it is a school, don't you think that kind of gives the wrong impression to the next generation too, to the kids? And now, no doubt, the girl's probably freaking mortified that, like you said, right in front of the friends, right in front of everybody in the lunchroom. Oh, that poor Susie. She's so poor, they just dumped her lunch out. She's so poor.
Yeah.
And then here comes the poor jokes and the bullying. Come on, man. It's just creating more problems. She's poor. She's got it bad enough as it is. And then you get into the physiological effects of also not having breakfast, right? And this is why these breakfast programs are so important, by the way.
Yeah, now you're getting into affecting her academic performance.
Right. Well, children that don't get breakfast on a regular basis, they do poorly when they don't have food, when they're not properly fed. They don't perform as well as other people.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, I know. I get stomach cramps and headaches, and it's not fun when you're hungry and you can't focus.
I get lightheaded. So I mean, I understand that. So, but back to the policy. It's a bad policy, and what are people doing, man?
And once again, it's like I don't want to unfairly throw any particular state under the bus, but this is Texas, and this is a Texas school board policy, and it's a terrible policy, and it just they're sending this message like we don't care about hungry children, we care about saving. Well, I mean, they didn't even save anything. It doesn't even make any sense. It was a bully asshole move.
And an asshole policy.
That's
what it comes down to. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Please leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and share with your friends. If you want to see more, go to our channel at youtube.com/TYTNation. And if you really want to support the show, support this channel, go to our fundraising campaign at www.patreon.com/TYTNation. The website is in the description below. Thank you guys, and keep watching.